The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdered.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
We're going to work.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Joker. Switch.
On the give, this is Drake. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 41-yard line.
54. You can't block me.
From the 41, Murray under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Set 50. Plant. Check.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. On the move to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
On play action, they'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
And sure, you hate the end result being a sack, but my question is, why are you going play action on 3rd and long anyway? No defense is going to respect the run in that situation. They're headed straight for the quarterback.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And the Bills have now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Sponge. No.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. That was off kilter. Offense up front, everyone was just kind of out of sync.
Well, from my perspective, that certainly looked like the defense just destroyed that play, absolutely just took it over.
All right, so I'm going to revamp what I said. The defense was in sync. How about that?
Oh, I like that one.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
You're not ready. Undercrush. 25. Check 25. Check 24.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set 70 in. Watch the slack.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being bench, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. Let's go.
Back to throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
T.J. Hockenson. It's a gain of 16 yards. But it brings up 3rd down. Tight down. There you go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. They'll set up to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 15-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Buying time to his left. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray is going to fire one deep open, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from game. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the 44-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Who that?
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Open man, Butler complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up. Let's go.
Check. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Complete to Christian Kirk. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. Running, it's Drake. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. Set. 70 in.
Tight to the right, boy. Tight to the right.
Move. Set. Go.
Looking to throw. The open man is Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
1st down, Detroit.
Here we go. Here we go. Man, Tucson. Get this one on. Shoot. Topper.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
I'm coming for you. You must. Slam. H3, 2, 18, chopper.
They'll look to throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jordan Hicks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Let's go! At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Murray going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. All day, just like that, just like that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it, that's how we do it.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Hey! Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Bang, 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 bang. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check 31.
They go to Johnson again. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That's it, baby.
Jordan Hicks brought down. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Ready up. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, team.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray flush to his right. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Bandit. Showing up. Showing up. Jammer. Jammer. Any weapon. Say it. Say it. Say it. Go, go.
Murray now to throw. And this is incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
I know he ain't got it. You go tight. You go. You got tight right there. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Golladay, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run to Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Check. Switch. Run. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Check. Kill, kill, kill.
Murray to throw. That's complete to Butler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Lions' 22-yard line.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Go. Motion backfield. Motion backfield. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Army, Army. Army, Army.
On 2nd down now. It's Drake. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. On play action, they'll throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 10-yard line.
Ready? 54, right there. 54, Mike. You go night. Check. Lucky.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Arizona, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against